and even stopped talking to his teammates during the season. This is pretty surprising to me. Shannon, what does this say to you about KD?
But KD was leaving Golden State no matter what. KD had made his mind up, Skip, that no matter what he had done, KD hit 2 of the biggest shots in Golden State franchise history. And still, he was not as popular in the Bay as Steph Curry. He won the 2 Finals MVP over what many thought was the best player in the NBA, LeBron James Cavaliers team. And still, he was not thought of universally as the best player in the NBA. So he had come to the conclusion, no matter what I do, I'm not going to get the praise. I'm not going to get the adulation and the correct credit that I deserve here in the Bay. Therein lies Skip Bayless. And KD has made it abundantly clear. He ain't into that leadership thing. He wants to play basketball. Skip, that's why he can go there. That's why he can go to Golden State. And that's why a lot of people at OKC thought Russ was the leader. Because Russ was the out front guy, Skip. All he wants to do is play basketball. It's hard for a guy that talented says, I don't care, whatever. Just do what y'all want to do. But you can do that, Skip, when you have 2 great players great players, Draymond, Steph, and Clay. So if you being great, I can fall back and ride this thing out because I got 3 other players that's been all-stars, that's been all-NBA, a defensive player of the year in Draymond. You can do that. You see, KD, remember we talked about this early in the year, Skip, and how he came out. Man, that's crazy. No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, Skip, it's not normal. You see, all the things that you criticize LeBron, you ever heard LeBron go? Even when he became a free agent and left Cleveland to go to Miami, did he stop talking to his teammates? When he became a free agent in Miami and was going back to Cleveland, did he stop talking to teammates? When he was a free agent in Cleveland and left and went to the Lakers, do you hear that kind of stuff? But everybody talks about the noise that's around LeBron. David West says something.
Well, Kevin talked about the noise because he said it was toxic.
Well, we couldn't get no noise around KD because he wouldn't talk to anybody. So you can't create noise if you ain't saying anything. If you don't bang on the drum is silent. That's neither here nor there. But Skip Bayless, after that second championship, David West says something. He says, guys, you don't know what was going on in this locker room.
He did.
And it, like, what did he talk about? Because he didn't expand on it. They're like, what are you talking about? Now we're starting to see, Skip, what he was actually talking about. Because what's brewing, Skip, we know KD is thin-skinned. We know he hears everything. And I don't care what he says. He said that the fulfillment that he thought he would get by winning a title, because everybody, title. He won that and he still wasn't fulfilled. He hit big shot after big shot after big shot, and he still couldn't surpass Steph Curry. Don't let KD tell you that didn't bother him. And for 1 second, if you think, Skip, if I'm at FS1, I'm on this show because of that man right there. That right there, Skip Bayless, he brought me here. Now, I'm here. We working great. We doing big things together. And Skip tell him, man, you a B. You think we gonna be okay?
I don't think so.
We not gonna be okay?
I think one of us is leaving.
Exactly. Exactly. Skip, I hate to tell you, you know what, Skip? You've been too good to me. I'm gonna say, Skip, I'm gonna have to go on and sit this one out.
No.
I'm gonna go on and sit. I ain't gonna about you, Skip.
I would lose respect for you if you did that.
Oh, you want me to do? Oh, well, okay, well.
You just got to go.
I got to,
I want to see that happen.
But that's what happens, Skip.
It did.
That's what
happened.
happened. You called me crying. I should have played that recording because I taped it because you cried in a towel.
That is true.
And then you gonna get here in a pressurized moment. Skip, I remember kids, drunks, and angry people would generally tell you the truth. Draymond was angry that Kevin Durant wanted him to give me the ball. Draymond like, I can run the point too, bro. I can handle this. You a B. You always been a B. Everybody knew you were a B.
And we know you want to, I'm paraphrasing, we know you want to leave, so just leave. Right? We won without you. Leave. That was the end of Kevin Durant and Golden State, or the beginning of the end.
Yes.
Obviously.
Well, that was the official moment that it ended, but I believe Kevin Durant had made his mind up coming into the season. Because remember Bob Myers, what he said on that stage, Skip. He had a little alcohol in it.
Maybe that was
He got a little alcohol in it, Skip.
No. You're right.
Steph Curry earned it. No, you can't. We ain't gonna pay you anything. Steph earned it.
Yep. Oh. So now we know officially why Kevin left Golden State without ceremony or fanfare or gratitude or thank you, but I got to go.
Right.
There was none of that.
Nope.
It was cold, silent and cold, gone. And he won't really talk about it, except now he tried to clear the air with Chris Haynes by saying, no, I didn't have any issue with them over playing or not playing.
Yeah.
So, look, I'm going to say this again about Kevin Durant. He is the thinnest skinned athlete I have ever closely observed.
Great athlete.
Great athlete. Great. That's what so I'm talking about superstar.
Yeah, superstar.
And I try to love Kevin because you know how I feel about him, best player on the planet. But at some points, it's hard to get your arm completely around him because he brings some, if not a lot of this on himself because he's also hard to get along with. He's difficult. And I took his side versus Russell all those years in Oklahoma City, all the way to the bitter end. A lot of people didn't see it coming. I saw it coming 3 years before that. And I defended him for going to Golden State, joining forces with the team. They had down 3-1, blah, blah, blah. And he took a terrible social media beating over this, and he stood up to it and lived up to it and hit those shots you talked about in NBA Finals games 3 and 2 game threes at LeBron's house.
Yep.
But he just makes it hard on himself because he takes everything so to heart on social media. Every little word about him from every littlest person, he takes it to heart and he wants to lash back at it. And once he went into his shell last year, Chris Haynes also reported that team officials had to tell him, we need you to liven up your disposition.
Right.
Because he gets hard to live with.
Right.
And what do I call him? Kevin Durant, because he do rant occasionally.
Yeah.
He just goes off on the media, on whatever issue it is of the moment.
And it became so telling that someone in the team went to him because they didn't see this in the previous 2 years, Skip. So there's a pattern of behavior that they say when some things start to go, you should notice it. Like, okay, there were things that were happening that went unnoticed. No, they're like, hold on, wait a minute, KD. You're not yourself. What's going on? Is everything okay? Is there something we can help you with?
Yep. So as great as he is as a basketball player, I tweeted moments after he shockingly announced that he was signing with Brooklyn. My tweet was, how long will it be before Kevin Durant is unhappy with the Nets? Because it just seems like a recurring pattern where he just gets unhappy. It's never quite right for him. I hope he's found nirvana in Brooklyn.
Well, he's going to have to be happy with himself. He wasn't happy in OKC because I guess he wasn't winning or Russ was dominating the ball, whatever the case may be. So he gets championship. He hit the big shot. He's not the only reason, but he's one of the big reasons that they're winning. And he's not happy with that. And he makes a decision. But now that you think about it, Skip, he seems very impulsive. So he might have made that decision.
He might have.
The day of.
It's highly possible. But again, I don't believe it.
But and that's the thing. Hopefully he can find peace with himself. Because until he does that, Skip, we're going to be able to, guess what, 2-3 years from now, he'll go somewhere else.
That is correct.
And a guy like that shouldn't go to he shouldn't go to 3-14, Skip.
That's fair.
And hopefully he beats history and bounces back 100% from an Achilles reattachment surgery, because we just got to see some quotes here from the chief of sports medicine in the surgery division at Johns Hopkins. And they were really smart quotes because this surgeon gets what it requires to play superstar NBA basketball.
Right.
And his takeaway was, I would be very surprised if he is the same player. He's saying 95% of Kevin would be better than 95% of the other players.
Yes.
But he's not going to be the superstar dominant Kevin Durant, in his estimation, that we have seen and loved before. So I hope he's wrong for Kevin's sake.
Right.
But he's saying that every little superstar movement is going to be affected by only 95% return on that Achilles.
And the thing is, Skip, when you're a great player, the game of sports, basketball, baseball, is about a game of inches. And what happens as we start to age, Skip, we start to slow down just a tad. Just a tad.
Yeah.
So just
If
a
he
tad.
doesn't have quite the lift.
Or he can't get to that spot just quick enough before the guy beats him to the spot.
Correct.
That's the thing. There's nothing wrong with his elbow. He's still going to be able to get to the shoot.
No, I got it.
And once he gets to that spot, but he will be a little slower because things change. But I just wanted to be happy.
So do
because
I.
he's as good a player as I've seen. Because there's nothing he can't do.
He's as great a scorer as I've ever seen, just because he's 7 feet tall and he shoots it from up there.
Yes.
How do you stop that?
We've never seen anybody that has that skill set at that height.
Yep.
Could Wilt score? Yeah, Wilt